Well, here's my disc. It needs a jack. I knew that it was going to need a jack. It needs hydraulic hoses, which that's no big surprise either. So other than that, it seems to be pretty good shape. And yeah, that's I think it'll work for what I need it to. Really kind of the main thing it needed is just it needs tires. I mean, that's just how old the equipment is, but all the important stuff is the way it needs to be. It's not all bent to hell, and it's where I can work on it, which I'm very happy with. That was the biggest thing for me, is just getting everything where it was where I could work on it and stop putting money into stuff that isn't fixable. It's got one thing I need to weld on. This here, which is where the cylinder goes. For some reason that's not on there, so that needs to be done. And like I said, the hoses are shot, but that's okay. All of my hoses on everything else is shot, so that's not a surprise for me. It's not a big deal. But I got a disc, and it is pretty much exactly what I wanted. It might be just a bit large, but we'll find out. I don't think it will be. Because kind of what I'm planning on doing, since I'm just going to be running, I really just kind of want to put manure back in the soil or knock down pivot tracks. The absolute main thing I wanted this for is I'm going to subsoil all my farm this year or in the next 2 years. And if I hire somebody to come do it and they have crumblers behind it, that's great. But if I do it myself, then I need a disc. So there's no point in me spending another $6,000 on this old pile of junk that I have out here, when I could just spend it on this and do it myself, and then have a piece of equipment I can either sell or just keep on hand, which I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to sell it. Unless my bank takes it away, which they're not going to do that. They're the ones pretty much said, quit spending money on old shit and just go buy this. So these tires don't look great, but I'm probably just going to fill them with foam and go from there. The thing I was going to do is just set, like when I'm doing manure, is just set all my stops on this thing so it only goes a couple inches deep, and that way I'm not tilling up too much ground. But there's my grain drill I need to get sold, because I replaced it with that big old girl. So yes, that's my disc. I finally got a disc, and it I think it'll do exactly what I need it to do. I need to get that thing folded up and put away. I was getting parts for it, and so that's why it's still just sitting out. It needs a few things, but so yeah, that came in the other day. It was supposed to come in the week after Thanksgiving, but the guys who I bought it from, their truck broke down or something, and so they weren't able to get anything out until this week. But whatever, it's not like I need it today. I may need it in February. I'm not real sure. For that isn't even a big deal. I'm gonna plant oats or something into my alfalfa and go from there. But really, I may not even need it then. So probably the soonest I'll need that thing is this coming summer, and that's kind of what I'm looking at on that. So I've got time. I got time to get money for hydraulic hoses and stuff, and and go from there. Do another quick walk around of this real quick. The one other thing I need to do is I need to get me a book for this when it comes to leveling it out. But other than that, this thing is in quite good shape. The one thing I did notice is that they were leaving both those hydraulic hoses off the end of that cylinder the same way on the other side were undone. I don't know why they were undone, but the discs are still pretty decent. I mean, they're kind of rounded over, but not near as bad as of my other stuff. These ones are really good up on the front, so I need to get a tape measure and measure these two. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on with that. Just really need to get that disc fixed, but like I said, I've got a little bit of time, and it really just needs hoses. That's all. There's the boss lady. She's in the pickup. And ended up with a big present today. Got a bunch of twine for some oddball reason. Yeah. You want her kept separate? No, we'll brand her too. I just missed her.
Oh,